Secondaire de Dieppe. Premièrement, je veux juste vraiment remercier la ville de Dieppe, l'école Martin. Un gros merci. Je veux aussi remercier tous nos commanditaires. Greco Pizza, Captain South, Maritime Source for Sports, Cancel Print, Jean Coutu situé sur la rue Saint-Georges, Monograms Unlimited, Extreme Window and Entrance Systems, Schwab 99,9, K94.5, Max FM, Coastal Inn, Moncton Plumbing, l'Université de Moncton, les équipes de sport, les AG, merci. The Maritime Stream team here. Puis un gros merci à DNA Swag. Maintenant, je vais faire quelques introductions à la table en avant. Un gros merci à M. Todd Pye, président de Hockey Nouveau-Brunswick. Puis sa belle femme, his beautiful wife, Catherine. I probably wouldn't be standing now without all the support because she worked really, really hard. My beautiful wife, Elsa. On est vraiment chanceux cette année de voir quelqu'un qui est incroyable. Il va vous donner, il va vous partager un peu d'histoire, puis des beaux souvenirs. C'est l'ancien directeur adjoint de Mathieu Martin, l'ancien entraîneur des Matadors de Mathieu Martin, qui ont gagné 4 championnats ASNB, who won 4 consecutive provincial championships. Ils ont gagné ce tournoi ici 4 fois. He's the head scout for the Halifax Mooseheads. It's a great honor and a privilege to introduce to you Bob Tipper-Legault. Si que tout le monde, si qu'on pourrait juste prendre un moment de silence, if we could just take a moment of silence and thank for the food we're about to receive. Pour le manger qu'on va recevoir, un moment de silence, s'il vous plaît. OK, depuis que les filles jouent à 17h, 17h30, 17h45, les équipes filles, vous pouvez commencer d'aller dans le petit carrefour. OK, Deborah, you can start directing them there. So the girls teams, head your way into the petit carrefour, I still call it. And we're going to get everybody fed here really very fast. So you go down on the left, the bowl gauche, l'entrée gauche, on the left side, go on the left side, down on the left aisle, please, thank you, merci, parce que vous allez sortir sous le bord droit, en sortant. Après que les filles ont mangé, la table en avant, the head table can go down. So Bob, you can follow the girls and Elsa. Just want to get the girls fed here real quick because they're playing right away.
Oops, I just walked.
think she did it in about 15 minutes. Everybody had a chance to grab a piece of pizza. So merci, Greco, puis Deborah, votre équipe, unbelievable. On va faire une présentation, puis là, quelqu'un va juste partager son expérience. Puis comme je dis, il y a opté pour le blanc, ça va comment gagner. Mais avant que Bob parle, c'est que juste Todd Pye pourrait venir en avant, s'il vous plaît. C'est notre président d'honneur, puis c'est aussi notre président de hockey Nouveau-Brunswick. Merci Todd pour être ici aujourd'hui. Maintenant, je vais passer le micro. Je pense pas que même Bob a vraiment besoin d'un micro, mais je vais passer le micro à Bob Tipper-Leblanc. Merci Bob pour être ici aujourd'hui. C'est vraiment un privilège. Merci.
Bonjour tout le monde. À mon tour, j'aimerais vous souhaiter la bienvenue à Dieppe Classic. Ça fait 50 ans. 50 years for the Classic. I go way back. As you can see, I don't have any hair left. Those things happen to the best of us. And I really like this group right here. I call you guys the clappers. Yeah. As soon as these guys, don't lose them. I'm going to be very brief because I've been where you are at tournaments, sitting there, and they say, who's this guy? Now, what's he going to say? How long is he going to be up for? What's he going to say? What's he going to tell us? So I'll be very, very brief. I do have some experiences I want to share with you, and je vais faire ça. Je vais partager certaines de mes expériences, mais mon discours sera principalement en anglais, parce que si je vois des deux langues, ben ça va, je vais m'aider. Anyway, hockey has been very good to me as a person. Big part of my life. As a player, I was like you guys. I went through minor hockey. I played Bantam. I played midget. I played high school. I played junior. I played 4 years at the University of Moncton. I played senior hockey. All the way through, it's been a big part of who I am today. And I loved every minute of it. And you guys are on that way. If you made the hockey team, first of all, your team at the high school level, be grateful. It's not a giving. Everybody doesn't make that team, but they all want to, but they don't all. My experience at Maritime was there 15 years. I had up to 50, 60 guys try out for the team. I had to cut it to 20. And all the way through my life, you'd be surprised how many guys came up to me after that, as adults, and said, "Do you remember when you cut me?" And I couldn't say yes because I didn't know who he was. But it just goes to show that be grateful for what you have. Be grateful that you're sitting here today representing your school. Because it's an honor. It really is. Go ahead, Clyde. Yeah. As a coach, I was very fortunate. I'm at Martin. As you can see, it's a beautiful school. And we had some good hockey teams. And in those days, in the old days, we used to get guys leaving major junior hockey to come and play high school hockey. Like the competition was really stiff because it was the only show in town. Today, you have all of these leagues. Like you have high school, you have midget, you have juvenile, you have junior B, you have it all. But in those days, it was tough. So the fact that you're sitting here in front of me today, look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I made this team. So that's a plus. That's a big plus. Because I was always grateful when I made the team, because I wasn't that good, to be honest with you. I was an average hockey player. But I worked my butt off, and it worked. And I always made the team. Not the star, not the tail end, but in the middle. But I was always grateful for what I got. And I say to you, never ever forget, when the coach says you're on the team, say to yourself, hey, good job. I worked for it, and I got it. Don't ever forget that. My career was in education. I was a phys ed teacher for 23 years, and I was a vice principal for 8 or 9 here in Maritime. And I learned a lot. But I did learn this. Athletes, the fact that you're sitting here in front of me today, you're with a good group of people. Because high school is not always easy, as you're finding out now. There are certain groups that go one way, and other groups that go another way. And you've gone the right way. Because you're surrounding yourselves with friends that have the same values that you have. You're surrounding yourselves with people that think like you. They live, they work hard, and guess what, guys? You have to study and you have to do it well, because if you don't, you're going to find yourself on the outside of this team. Because if you flunk out, a lot of teams won't take you. So you got to pass your courses. And high school hockey gives you that. High school hockey will make it so that you as a student and an athlete can succeed. The schedules are made for you. Schedules are made that way. You play midget hockey today, schedule is not made for you to learn and to study. It's made for you to win. It's made for you to go on to major junior to the NHL. High school hockey is a little different in that sense. They say, hey, you know, the funnel gets a little tight, to make the big time. Everybody doesn't play major junior hockey. Everybody doesn't make the NHL. So guess what? Your education is a big, big part of life. And if they can give a schedule that helps you attain your marks in high school, to be able to graduate and move on to university and whatever else you're going to do in life, and you can still play the game, hey, you're a winner. You're a winner. The other thing high school hockey will give you is friendships for a lifetime. I'm not young, okay? And a highlight of my career these days, I'm in the rinks all the time anyway, but some of my ex-students and some of my ex-players come to see me. Hey, Tipper, how you doing? Remember when you threw me out there when I was smoking dope and all that stuff? Yeah, you remember that? I was in your office all the time, yeah. That's what you get. Like when you've gone through education and you've been involved in the game enough, and hockey players come to you, and what's happening to me now is that these guys are having kids, they're adults now, and they have their own kids. So they're in the rinks watching their sons play. So it's you know, it makes you feel pretty good because I've given back to the game. As a scout, I often hear, and I've been in it a long time. I've been scouting for 48 years at the major junior level. And they all say, well, what do you look for? What do you look for in a hockey player? How do I know if I'm going to make it or not make it? Number one thing, passion. Right here. Gentlemen and ladies, if you don't have that passion, it's not going to work. You've got to love the game, and you've got to be able to make sacrifices. You've got to be able to say at one point in time, instead of going to the party, I should go over here, and because I'm playing tomorrow. If you can do that, you're going to succeed. Passion. That's number one. Number two, skating. You got to be able to skate. The game today, if you can't skate, you can't play it. And they've taken out the red line, so everybody's flying all over the place. So your skating is where you need to invest. Invest the time and effort, and if you need an instructor, if you can take certain courses, whatever you need to do, if you want to keep going at a higher level, skating is where it's got to be. It's got to be that. It's got to be that. Hockey sense. Being able to read the play before it happens. You all look at Wayne Gretzky. Wow. Why is Wayne Gretzky so good? Why is Connor McDavid so good? Those guys on the ice, they're 3 plays ahead of you. You're thinking of making one pass, but they're thinking after you make that one, there's going to be that one and that one. They're 3 plays ahead all the time. So hockey sense, knowing the game, studying the game is crucial. And believe it or not, when you get out there, it's not going to take you very long to say if you've got it or you don't. And if you study the game and love the game and are passionate, you're going to have a lot more of that stuff. So hockey sense is a key. The last thing is, how much do you want to put into it? You know, as a player. How important is it to you to become a better player? Listen, guys, I'll be honest with you. You're at the high school level. Things have changed, and I'll tell you what the changes happened. I'm going to talk about the NCAA rule. The NCAA all of a sudden decided that you could play major junior and go to the States. It's not you guys, not at your level. But what's happening is all of a sudden, the universities here in the Maritimes and across Canada now are, instead of looking at major junior players to play university hockey for them, they're starting to look at junior, not major junior, tier 2. So all of a sudden, you guys are in the mix now to play university hockey. And the same with the girls over there. You can play university hockey too now. Because all of a sudden, all these 20-year-olds are taken off to the States to play university hockey in the States, and there's openings, like there's guys being brought up. You take UNB, Red Devils at UNB, Fredericton. 10 guys left to go to the States. They had to recruit 10 extra players. Well, they didn't get them in major junior. They had to go to tier 2. And tier 2 is just a notch above you guys, boys. You're knocking on the door. So if you really want it and you want to move ahead just a little bit, don't say you can't get it. Don't not say that. You can. But you got to believe in yourself and you got to put a lot of time and effort into it. I'll finish up by saying this. The most exciting hockey game I've ever scouted in my life was in Victoriaville, Quebec, when I had Connor McDavid playing for Team Canada and Jack Eichel playing for the Americans. They went head-to-head, and that was their draft year. Connor McDavid finished with 3 goals and 2 assists, and Eichel had 2 goals and 4 assists. They went back and forth, and it was a gem. Best hockey game I think I've ever seen in my life. So one day you guys will get a chance to see that. Because you got a couple of young guys, or Connor Bedard and these guys here that are coming up that aren't bad hockey players too. 2 guys that I remember that went through high school hockey that made it to the bigs. One of them is Guy Dupuis from Memramcook. I scouted him, I brought him to Hull. He played for the Hull Olympics 4 years in Quebec Major Junior Hockey. Went on to play in the NHL with a cup of coffee and 15 years in the American Hockey League. That was one example of a guy who believed and he played at your level and he made it. Another one is Derek Cormier, now coaching at Université de Moncton. Derek played high school hockey at Moncton High. He went on to play 15 years hockey in Europe as a professional. Made his living there and is now coaching University of Moncton. All of that, why am I even talking about that? All I'm going to leave you guys with, and you girls with, is you've got to believe, and if you believe, anything is possible. Je vous remercie pour votre temps. I thank you very much for your time.
Au nom du comité classique, on veut dire un gros merci à Bob Tipper-LeBlanc. We really want to thank Bob for sharing some incredible stories and sharing his knowledge and his expertise. Thank you so very much, Bob. Even I'm always learning, and I learned a few things today. Thank you, Bob. Todd, if I can get you to help me with the presentations, please. Tu peux m'aider avec les présentations. OK. Premièrement, je vais nommer les joueurs ici. Félicitations à tout le monde. Yeah, Bob, you can help us. Oh, yeah, come on help. Bob, get Bob to help as well. Yeah, of course. OK. Every team nominated an unsung hero. Chaque équipe, ils ont choisi un joueur ou une joueuse qui travaille toujours fort, donne 100%, mais peut-être fait pas beaucoup de buts. So I'm going to say each player's name. I want you to stand up, please. And then I'm going to tell you one of them, 2 of them actually. We're going to do the girls first. You're going to win a $200 gift certificate from Maritime Source for Sports. So chez les filles, les vedettes de Mathieu Martin, Yasmine Gagnon. de l'Odyssée Tegan Murray, de les Patriotes de Louis Robichaud, Mia Leblanc, des Cavalières de Clément Cormier, René Poirier, from CP Allen Girls, Millie Madden, from St. John's Ravenscourt School, Grace McDonald, from the Avonview Avalanche, Rowan Moran, from St. Malachy's, Claire McFadden, and the winner from the draw earlier today, Rowan Mullen from Avenue. Please come on up. OK, maintenant on va faire les garçons. From CP Allen, Nate Turtle. From Auburn Drive, Jack Butler. From Halifax Citadel, Luke Sala. Collège de Lévis, Division 1, Isaac Charan. L'école secondaire de Rivière-du-Loup, Jérémy Gagné. Les matadors de Mathieu Martin, Olivier Chasson. Les Olympiens de l'Odyssée, Cédric Bourgeois. Les Patriotes de Louis Robichaud, Calix Gagnant. Les Cavalières de Clément Cormier, Gabriel Bro. Cité des Jeunes de Milston, Maxime Roy. From Riverview High, Ben McCready. From Bernice McNaughton, Aiden Godet. From Mountain High, Braden Daigle. From Harrison Trimble, William Nick Nellis. Collège Lévis, Division 2, Olivier Robert. From the Morris Mavericks, Manitoba, Ty Laroche. From Central Kings, Braden Williams. From St. John's Ravenscourt School, Jet Saberin. De Saint-Jean-Eudes, Québec, Alexandre Montenot. Gabriel Roy, Cavalier de Manitoba, Caleb Collet. Puis le gagnant for the random draw from Morris Mavericks, Tyler Rush. Maintenant, on va faire les bourses d'études, scholarships. Premièrement, je veux vraiment dire un gros merci à Ben Leblanc pour tout le travail dans notre livret publicitaire, for all the hard work that Ben Leblanc did in our hockey program, because the money that we raise from that, we give out the scholarships, and we're going to give 9 scholarships today, 9 bourses d'études. It's going to bring us in the history of the tournament to $120,000 in scholarships. Maintenant, en premier, on va faire les filles. We're going to do girls first. Okay, les Cavalières de Clément Cormier, Jasmine McGraw. From the Avonview, Kathleen Verge. Puis des patriotes de Louis-Gérard Bichot, Mia Leblanc. If all three girls could please come up front, we're going to do a photo. Les filles, s'il vous plaît. So we have Mia Leblanc from LJR, Kathleen Verge from Avenue, and Jasmine McGrath from Cavalière de Clément Cormier. Please come on up, s'il vous plaît. OK, maintenant, on va faire les garçons. And this is something, since I've been chairman for 20 years, ça fait 20 ans que je suis président. We never awarded two kids from the same school before. We never did. We always wanted to spread it around. But these two, there's two kids from the same school. They had the highest marks all around on everything from academic to community service to being a good athlete. So the committee felt, you know what, we're going to break a rule, and we did decide to award two kids from the same school. Okay? So we're going to start here. We'll say those two kids those two great players, student athletes at the very last year. So we're going to start. Okay, so premier gagnant de Clément Cormier, Jonathan Maillet. Pour venir en avant, s'il vous plaît. From the CP Allen, Andrew Link. From Bernice McNaughton, Draven Miller. From the Central Kings, Braden Williams. Tell them all, come on up. So far we have Jonathan from Clément Cormier, Andrew from CP Allen, Braden from Central Kings, and Draven from Bernice McNaughton. And like I said, it was basically a tie for Mountain High. Campbell Harris and Tyler Warner, please come on up. Again, these are all outstanding student athletes. C'est vraiment des étudiants exceptionnels. Font beaucoup de bénévoles dans leur communauté. Just outstanding service. You guys are off to a good start here in your life. Okay, maintenant on va faire les équipes de 12. We're going to do the all-star teams for the girls. And again, originally this tournament started in 1975, and I really want to thank actually Norm Hamel, a longtime teacher at Mountain High, était, je crois, le gérant de l'équipe de Dale Turner, lorsque Dale Turner était l'entraîneur, le chef à Mountain High. And, he said, you know what? The girls should be playing in this tournament. And that's when we kind of started it back in, I think, 2001, 2002. So we're really happy to have the girls participate in the Classic. So now the first All-Star team, dans les buts, des vedettes de Mathieu Martin, Mathilde Amadé. De l'Odyssée, Gabriella Buchanan. De les Patriotes de Louis-Jérôme Michaud, Mia Leblanc. De l'Odyssée, Alexia Beaulieu. From CP Allen, Sarah McKay. Des matadors de Mathieu Martin et vedettes, Ali Lizotte. And the tournament MVP for the girls is Gabrielle Buchanan. Félicitations. Okay, maintenant on va faire division 2 chez les garçons. And again, these were really tough decisions. I really want to thank the committee. I think we wrote about 20 pages of notes, so it's really hard. But again, I want to thank all the volunteers who helped me put this together. Un gros merci à tout le monde. Okay, so Division 2, which is really another first, but I've seen her play. She's been unbelievable actually every time I see her play. From Harrison Trimble, Annika Betts and nets. From Mountain High on the D, Campbell Harris. From Riverview High School, Luke Kavanaugh. From Morris, from Manitoba, Colin Rex Seidler. Hope I said that correctly. I'll blame it on my French. From Riverview High, Jackson Summers. From Harrison Trimble, Drew Betts. So Annika and Drew are brother and sister, pretty special. And the tournament MVP for the 50th annual High School Hockey Classic tournament here in Dieppe is Drew Betts. et maintenant Division 1. Again, really tough decisions, and there was a lot of really outstanding players. Plusieurs joueurs qui étaient incroyables. C'est toujours une décision difficile. Okay. Dans les buts, de Mathieu Martin, Noah Bull. Défenseur, defenseman from Citadel, Jackson Carr. Les Cavaliers de Clément Cormier, Corey Ferguson. Corey de Clément Cormier. From CP Allen, Owen O'Leary. Des Olympiens de l'Odyssée, Julien Leblanc. And forward from CP Allen, Owen Pitcher. And the tournament MVP in Division 1 boys, congratulations to Owen O'Leary from CP Allen. Félicitations, congratulations. Again, it was extremely tough. I think we wrote 20 pages of notes. Thanks, committee. Merci. Okay, l'année passée, on a fait le banquet dans 60 minutes. Last year, we did the banquet in 60 minutes. Did a few extra things this year. We did it in 75 minutes. Encore, je veux vraiment remercier Bob, the message que Bob a dit. The message that Bob said is really so, remember it because it was an outstanding message. Thank you, everyone. All the playoffs are marked on our website, so that's it. Pick up, there's garbage cans, please put stuff in the garbage cans, please. And best of luck for teams that are moving forward. Bonne chance aux équipes qui jouent ce soir et demain matin.